I think a personality trait I have that I both enjoy and resent is that I have been done wrong by people, but I still will care about them to an extent. And that's a tragic part about me. One can blame it on my familial upbringing, one can blame it on that school teacher when I was younger who said that I couldn't end a friendship when I wanted to, and that I always had to go just stay his friend and forgive him, or else I was a bad girl. And then any other teacher who made me feel that way. We could blame my high school experiences. We could blame a lot of things. But at the end of the day, sadly, here I am. I went through a life altering event recently, and I sadly cared more about this stupid fucking guy that I just recently broke up with. I would post the video just explaining everything in depth, but I need more time to pass and the situation to be over with before I can comfortably share about it. Let's just say your girl is very happy to be alive. But even in a life-threatening situation, and my whole world feeling like it was coming down on me, sadly I cared more about this dude and a very, very petty, very stupid thing he did to get himself inside of a rut. And I know I could have just left him to the wolves. I could have let him be so fucked up. I could have let him kill himself. I could have offered to be an assisted suicide partner. He even did ask me and seemingly meant it. Not the first time I've been asked, I'm kind of used to it. But instead, I found myself in a situation where I could have treated him like he treated me and abandoned him in his time of need. But sadly, I didn't. I stuck around. We actually talked more and more and more today, and it seems to be going well. But I will say this. The frustrating thing is that I showed him a kindness and grace that I feel like he did not give me. I was not afforded that. Meanwhile, I'm giving it to him. And because of that, I recognize that there is still lingering resentment, so he owes me big time no matter fucking what, and he will never have access to me again easily. Not in the way that he wants. But I did good, and I guess I feel accomplished. The little voice in me that wants to be helpful and loving to people. Not inherently because I want to be loved and appreciated back, not always, but just because it'll make me feel self-satisfied and like I achieved something, and that I can really make a difference, big or small, in someone else's life, you know? Make it feel like it matters that I'm alive. And I helped him, and now he went from, ooh, shit, maybe I should kill myself. Wait, no, maybe I should just abandon my kid here and move to Texas. Instead, he's like, oh, actually, I could use this app that you showed me. Oh, wait, or this other app. Yeah, I can just work a few shifts and have all my money. Yeah, this should go great. And, like, I can also take a sick day and get that pay, too. And I was helping him look for jobs that would help him out and this, and that. I will say he wasn't always an evil man, so maybe a part of me is like, hey, you know what? He did good to me in the past before, so I will do good to him while I have the opportunity. Since in the past he didn't need to get me groceries or give me those motivational speeches when I was suicidal, like he wasn't always an evil man. Sometimes people were good. So I like to still give people a push in the right direction and support them, even if they don't inherently want it, because I don't know. I want to feel like I made a difference, and I want to feel like I can make someone's life better. Because I know I can. It's anything, it's a little gift to me, you know? I actually remember I just took a random bus to Berkeley recently, and this girl was lost, and she asked me for directions to the BART station. I was like, oh yeah, hell, I'll do you one better. I can just walk you there. She was like, really? You don't have anything to do? And I said, no. If anything, I just take random bus rides and just walk around for fun. So this is nothing to me. I can help you. And I just walked her and showed her exactly where to go, and she was like, thank you so much. This is really nice of you. Man, more people should be like you on this planet. And a part of me, I guess, thought to myself, I don't know, am I that good of a person? Sometimes I say really vicious things about people or do vicious things, maybe even borderline narcissistic things. But deep down, I think her name was Julie or something very sweet. She was cute. We might have actually gone to school together, but it's okay. I didn't recognize her and she didn't recognize me. I will say though, thank you, Julie. You're very sweet. And it made me feel good. And it's like, oh, look, maybe more people should be like me. Maybe this wasn't I don't know, a part of me felt bad because I thought, I don't know, I'm not always the nicest person to people. But deep down in my heart, no, I'm a really nice person to people. If anything, maybe even too nice. And more people should be like me, and it would be nicer if the world was. Maybe then I would have less of a temperament these days, and less stress, and an easier time being alive. But yeah, thank you, Julie. Even though all she did was just say that small little act of kindness, she didn't need to do that, but it made a huge difference. And I'm still feeling the positive effects on it weeks later. She made a difference so effortlessly. And so it just made me feel motivated to do even more good. So yeah, now this guy might not even have to go to Austin, Texas, and he's actually out there socializing and telling jokes on stage tonight and doing this and doing that, and I'm happy for him. I guess I could say that I am a nice person. People like to tell me, like, hell, I've gone to comedy shows and I've been, like, it's so funny being an audience member who gets damn near standing ovations just for being such a supportive audience member to people, like, trying out their jokes and stuff. It feels nice, and I like that I get recognition for it, but at the same time, I often am just happy to be there doing it. But, yeah, I guess that's one example. I guess I just have a natural affinity to care for people that some people can even find unnerving at times. They'll be like, what's in it for her? Why is she doing it? I hate to break it to you, but just the ability to be nurturing and caring to other people makes me happy. Because the world is already a cruel enough place, and if I'm given the opportunity to be nice to someone, then I'm going to see it as a blessing. It's going to make my day, it's going to make their day, and it makes the world better and leads by example. And so if I am awarded the opportunity, I'm always going to be gracious and grateful for it. Like, funny enough, just a few days ago, I had this girl I was technically best friends with when I was 18. She hit me up out of nowhere. Funny enough, she hit me up, and I kind of know how she thought of me, because back in the day, like, she was trying to go to SF Pride, but all her friends abandoned her, and she was feeling alone, and I remember that I guess I was there for her at times. And we were just two 18-year-olds, just very different from each other, still trying our best. And now here we are 5 years later, she's hitting me up like, oh, hey, how are you doing? And now we're talking. And she's telling me about this relationship she's in that, I'm not gonna lie, sounds like it's abusive. And it's like, okay, you know what? I know I don't have much to gain from it, but if I can just talk to this girl and maybe convince her that she deserves better and that she doesn't need to try to be Captain Save-A-Ho or like Barbara the Builder and try to fix a man that has a 20-year head start and has not done any inner work to try to fix himself, then like I want her to save her from fate that I wish someone saved me from, because I know how it feels. So if I can put that good in the world, I'm gonna take the chance. I'm not saying this to be egotistical, to get claps or awards or acclaim or anything like that. I'm just saying it because screw it. I want the world to be much better than it is. And I'm always going to take that chance. And sometimes I have had friendships that were reciprocal because of this. And sometimes I would have to remind them, hey, you can't just come up to me and use me as your therapist. You're going to actually need to ask how I'm doing. And like also check in if I'm going through a hard time. But other times, if I could just be like, you know what, I don't have to see this person as a friend. If I could just be the equivalent of a friendly NPC in a game that directs them along their quest and gives them a cool item and some moral life advice and some cool philosophies, then sends them on their way to aid them on their journey, that works for me. So I'd say that that's like a nice feeling. And I guess I do also like seeing that it makes a difference. I like that I didn't have to help out this one dude when I was like 15, 16 who wanted to kill himself, but since I said, hey, no, you have shit to live for, throw that fucking bottle of pills out your window right fucking now, I swear to God. Since I did that, now guess what? It's been years and almost a decade, and he has a baby and a woman that he loves, and I'm happy for him. I didn't really get any real gratitude from him, but whatever. I remember I helped out this meme page. They were like, I'm looking for a logo for my meme page. I was like, ooh, here, and I helped design like a Pornhub-based logo. And then look, decades later, now every fucking meme page has the Pornhub logo just because I helped that one fucking guy with his meme page when I was younger. I had a friend reach out to me just a few days ago, and it was funny. They were like, ooh, I think about you all the time. And I just kind of thought to myself, wow, I did something worth being thought about all the time. I don't know how to feel about that, but that's amazing to me. And that's a lovely feeling, being remembered for something good. I love that. I have a friend of mine, I remember when I first met them, they didn't feel that great about their writing skills or their looks, but I told them, girl, if you were in my city and we saw your body type and your luscious long hair, you would be turning heads. You need to buy a cute sweater dress and some fucking stiletto boots immediately. Please. Take some cute pictures. Also, you are a fantastic writer and I want to see you thrive. And then now they're thriving so well in their confidence in their life and everything's going amazing with them. And I guess that's what I mean. Some people, even if you do good to them, they won't reciprocate. Hell, my housemate, I remember they were going through hard times. I was supportive towards them. And sadly, in my time of need now, they have done the opposite. They've shown that they're a selfish person. And not to ruin the good energy of this video, but let's just say, now I know what I can release myself from, and I never have to care about them ever again in my life. Same for my ex-boyfriend Liam's family. But at least I can say, you know what, I was a good girl. They can have whatever self-fulfilling prophecy they want about me, but I still made them hot chocolate with the alcohol in it, and I asked them if they wanted any. I still made pancakes, bought gifts, made cards, played video games, had talks, let them vent. If they want to still say at the end of the day that I was some evil bitch in their mind and strange and weird and hostile, but deep down I was letting them vent about what was going on in their life or their past and helping feed them and supporting them and being nice to them, then frankly, you can help as many people as you want, but sometimes you can't help the blind and you can't help the sick. Because if a sick person wants to stay sick, then there's not much you can do. And if a blind person is just gonna be blind to any actions you do, whatever, then, at least you can say that you were someone who was motivated to try and still did. I have some people who consider me an enemy now, but guess what? I still went to their shows when no one else would. I still gave them motivational talks at 2 a.m. I still showed up. And that's the important part. I love the feeling of having people who show up for me. And even though I don't always show gratitude, and I still have to work on that myself, I am aware, God bless their souls. Sometimes I freeze up, or I don't know how to feel, or I'm afraid of that the affection is fake, because I've dealt with a lot. But as I was going to say, the best feeling in your life can be knowing that there are good people out there who can help you and that you don't have to go through things alone. And I'm willing to be that person. I'm not going to be Captain Save-A-Ho every single time and place. Definitely not. I still have boundaries, and of course, if it is really severe, I tell people straight up, like, hey dude, talking to you for hours is great, but I'm hungry and I can't do this on an empty stomach. They will get me food. If I'm like, hey, can you help me out with this stressful situation or that thing, then they often will. And that's what I need. And that's what everyone I feel like needs. No one person is an island. And sometimes we all find ourselves in shitty situations. So simply put, I think everybody deserves love and kindness. And it would be nice if that could be shared. So if I have the chance to share it, I'm going to treat it like the blessing it is, because if I can pass it on and it can create a ripple effect that somehow comes back to me or all these other amazing people on the planet, then I will be happy. God bless and amen. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.